right, so we're moving on to the second part of this project, which would be the bottom, cutting the bottom piece of metal for the gate.
Right. Gonna notch this out and just leave the flat bottom, and this is gonna sit down in there. And I'm about ready to throw some tack welds on it.
Let's go take a look at the old one so you can kind of see. So this is what we did first for the new section. Now on here, this is butt welded, right?
Yeah.
But we're wrapping it underneath this piece and welding it underneath like that. So it's kind of a notch right there.
Yeah, I think they just stuck like an end cap or something on it. Maybe even just wrapped the damn plate around it. But
Whatever was the easiest to do at the factory.
Right, yeah. I think I like the way we're gonna go about it a little bit better.
Well, we went ahead and cut the bottom and the top rail so we can butt these pieces, tack weld them in. Now this is what we built the welding table for, isn't it?
Exactly.
I'll put a link up to that video where we built this table right here.
Pretty much did build it with the
intent of using this.
Yeah.
Building it. We're gonna see it come into focus now here pretty quick. I'll tell you, we made an investment in some of these Milwaukee Fuel tools right here, and you saw using it to cut those pieces. This thing has been worth every penny that it costs. No disappointment.
Pretty much how it's gonna go.
Ooh, she's coming together.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely, baby. This is gonna be gone real soon. Real soon.
Hey, what's going on? Just trying to get everything squared up. We get it all square and get it clamped into place.
We've used the table to weld on, but this is the first major project I think we put on this table. And like I said earlier, the reason we built this table this past summer was because we had this project in mind for the winter.
Right.
And we wanted to be, you know, a little prepared for it when it came. But obviously, as much fabrication and welding as Chad does, we needed something like this anyhow.
It helps having something that conducts the electricity for the welder and something you can put a large piece of work on. And that's probably about as square as we're gonna be able to get it. We don't have an actual jig or anything for this gate, which I'm sure at the factory they've got a jig. They just drop the metal in and it is where it needs to be and then weld her up. But should be good. I don't anticipate it moving a whole lot. We're a little bit out right there. Get that squared up.
About what do we have? We might have already talked about it, I don't remember. But what do we have invested in material and parts to rebuild this?
For the gate?
Yeah.
Like, I think the metal was like $250. And then the hinge rebuild kit was, I think, $160. A new gate from the company was like $1,100. So,
I mean, it's a win-win.
right.
Just to clarify, the $1,100 aspect was for just the platform.
Yeah.
No, just the platform, to replace the platform was $1,100. So we spent $500. I get to do something new
Right.
and, you know, save $600. Hey. And we get to make it the way that we want to make it, basically.
Right. We wanted the expanded metal platform. We didn't want the solid platform, so that's a plus there too.
So we've used a Lincoln welder for quite a few welding projects.
Yeah.
But what's this one we've come across that came into our possession?
A Forney.
Forney. And the difference between the Forney and the Lincoln?
Mainly your amps. This is a 190 amp MIG welder. And this is 125 amp MIG welder. So you're adding amperage so you can weld heavier metal.
Which is what we need.
Right. Now I did put 035 wire in this, and really I probably could have just done 030 wire. It's the thickness of the wire. I think 035 might be a little bit too thick a wire. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I don't haven't really used this very much, so we'll see what happens. Ugh. Don't like that.
What are you adjusting?
Turning the actual voltage up on it. Oh yeah, these were supposed to be tacks.
I think it's morning right now.
No, it's a little bit more than a tack right now. then we're gonna set this outer frame in place and go ahead and install the hinges and make sure everything's operational before we continue with the build. We'll see what happens.
That's how many hours total today? 3.5.
3.5 or 4, 3.5, 4 hours.
So that's a good day, a good start on it.
Yeah. And this was the most difficult part because of having to align and drill these stinking holes. So, I mean, and everything else is already pretty much cut to fit with the exception of a couple of the braces. So it's gonna be slap it together and just start stitching it up. Oh, we do still have to cut off these tabs and weld those on. I forgot about that till just now. Yeah, these have to be, we gotta save these.
Right.
So whenever we get the old gate off, we'll start slicing those off. And for that matter, whenever we set that in place, we can go ahead and put some tacks on those in the right location too. So they'll already be in place too. All right, yeah. We'll have this sucker whipped out in no time.